Today is just a purely fun video. I personally enjoy watching this type of video on YouTube. I have to say I've been thinking about a number of things around my home that either make my life way easier, keep me organized or more tidy, or are just things I really enjoy. And so I thought I'd make a list of some of those top things and share them with you in case they fill any need or gap in your life. I'll also be sure to link everything down below in the description box if you are interested. And also keep in mind that Fall Prime is actually coming up on October 10th through 11th, where there are some really good deals. So just keep that in mind if you are going to purchase any of these. But ultimately, this video is just about having fun, sharing some of my favorites with you. The first thing that I have really appreciated lately is my gold cell phone holder. It's a simple way for me to keep track of my cell phone. I know where I put it, but I also can sit it on there and watch TV or watch YouTube without having to use my hands or without having to carefully lean it against something where it's not that stable. I know when I'm doing chores around the house, sometimes I don't have a TV or anything in the room where I'm working, but having something on in the background kind of keeps me company, keeps me focused on the work, keeps me going longer at the work I'm doing. And so having my phone on a little stand in the corner can help me get more done. A second thing that I really appreciate are my AirPods, and I'm sure you've heard of these before, this is nothing new. But I only broke down recently to get my AirPods. Before that, I was always using wired headphones. I just wanted to save the money. I was like, I don't need that. It won't make that big of a difference in my life. But let me tell you, for getting chores done around the house, it has been a game changer for me, especially when I use it with my little iPhone on my little stand that I just mentioned. I can set it down, watch something, put those AirPods in my ear, just kind of zone out and get a bunch of stuff done. A third thing that has helped me out lately, and this one is maybe a little bit more fun, is that I've started purchasing climbing plant wall clips. Basically these tiny little adhesive clips that stick to your wall that allow you to guide your plant to grow where you want it to grow, which can look really cool, especially if you have a pothos plant. Over time, those grow really quickly. I've only had this pothos that I'm showing for maybe a couple of years or so, and it has just sprawled around my space. I can always trim it back and propagate it and turn it into multiple plants. But these little clips allow me to stylize the plant in my space and make it work for me. Ultimately, I also think it's a little bit healthier for your plant in that you're supporting its growth, you're letting it grow further. I don't know, I just like these clips. Another one that has really helped me out is the yeedicube. And luckily enough, this is a brand that is sponsoring today's video. But I'm really excited to share it with you because I know it's made a big impact for me on saving time and keeping my home clean. The yeedicube is a powerful self-emptying robot that also serves as a mop. It's made to be hands-free with an all-in-one station that can self-empty, wash, and dry. So first of all, it's super effective. The yeedicube has this sonic mopping that delivers up to 2,500 vibrations per minute, which gets the mop to stir up and clean all that grime. The mop component also has this 8mm mop auto lift that allows it not to wet the carpet as it switches surfaces. And the yeedicube also has a powerful 4,300 PA suction and dual edge brush that is so good at sucking up all the pet hair, dust, and dirt on any floor type. It's also really convenient that the yeedicube has a self-emptying ability. When it goes back to its home station, it has this process where it sucks out all the dust and hair without getting stuck at 27,000 PA of suction power. And then on top of that, to help prevent smell buildup over time, the yeedicube self-dries, blasting 104 Fahrenheit hot air. It feels like the people who made the yeedicube thought of everything I might need to make my life easier as far as vacuuming and mopping. So if you're interested in the yeedicube, I'd encourage you to check out the link in the description box below. So be sure to check it out if you want to streamline your home cleaning routine. And thanks to the yeedicube for sponsoring the video. The next item that really helps me out is my S hooks for jeans and other pants. It's just these simple hooks that I can hang into my closet and easily place my jeans so that they don't wrinkle. I've realized it's all about reducing how much resistance or friction there is to putting something away, and this is a way to keep my jeans feeling kind of fresh. It's almost like they get aired out as well, so they stay cleaner for longer, at least in my opinion. But all you have to do is take the loop and put it on the S hook and you're set to go. Another thing I should mention is that you want to make sure you get the correct size so that they hook into your closet, so I'll be sure to link the correct ones below. A sixth one is my favorite indoor-outdoor mat, which I put both at my front door and my back door, and it just keeps all that grime a little bit more at bay. Especially because I live in Minnesota. In the winter, there's all this slush and dirt mixed with slush that comes into my home on people's boots all the time. And if I didn't have this mat, then the nicer rugs around it would just be disastrous and I'd constantly have to clean them. So this really saves me a lot of time and energy. But somehow these particular ones feel slightly more aesthetically pleasing because of the texture. I like the color I chose. And then also just the design of the stripes and the diamonds make it feel slightly more elevated for a simple mat. They are also very hardy. I've had both these mats for well over a year, I think almost 2 years at this point, and honestly, they look pretty much like new. A seventh one that I may have mentioned before, but is a sound machine, and specifically a travel sound machine, one that's light, that's got an easy USB plug-in that you can charge and not have plugged in. This particular one that I'll link below has been so helpful when I travel, because even when I use my phone to create a sound machine, like if there's some kind of app for that, it does not do the same thing as an actual sound machine. I swear this real sound machine helps me sleep so much better than any other similar option on a phone or an app. What's nice is it also just slips into a side pocket in my bag and I barely even notice that I've added it. It doesn't add a bunch of weight and it makes a really big difference to my quality of life while I travel. Another one I want to share are my favorite affordable no-slip, no-show socks. Do you know that feeling when you have a pair of tennis shoes on and you have your socks on, maybe they're the no-show kind, and you suddenly feel the sock fall under your heel, and then you're like, oh, again, do I have to reach down and take my foot out and rearrange everything? And maybe you're also like in the middle of a conversation or you're in the middle of carrying groceries, so you can't really do that and it's just kind of annoying and it keeps happening. Well, these socks I think are great for that, and I've seen a lot of ads online for these fancy, expensive socks that do something similar, but these ones are far more affordable and I've been using them for multiple seasons of summer now, and they are just such a help. Another item that's been really helpful to me, might not be as helpful to you, but that I appreciate is my bendy mini tripod. Basically, this tripod that bends, that can hold my phone. It also can hold my camera if I screw off the top that holds my phone. So if I'm shooting a video or even FaceTiming or doing some kind of video chat or meeting, I can be hands-free, and also I can adjust the height very easily because it's bendy. It can literally be at every height without having to do some kind of screwing in and out. It literally bends and is super self-explanatory. So in that sense, it's been super helpful to me. And it's got this screw poking out that is a standard size for a bunch of different cameras, so it's easy to switch from camera to camera and also to your phone as well. Another set of items that I really love are these flat hair claw clips. Basically, they're these simple, minimally designed clips that I can easily put my hair up with. They come in a bunch of different colors, but what's nice is that they're flat. So if I suddenly want to take a nap or I'm in the car and I want to put my head against the headrest, I can relax and not worry that the claw's in my way or uncomfortable. Also, because it's flat, it keeps my hair from overly sticking out. It keeps it more in place, I think. And I also love the look of it. In addition, sometimes I use it for my hair half up rather than all the way up, so it's kind of multi-purpose. Anyway, those are the 10 things that I've been enjoying lately that maybe fulfill a need or make my life easier, and I thought I would share them with you. I also cannot say thank you enough to the yeedicube for sponsoring this video, because honestly, that vacuum works so well, and I highly recommend it if you're on the market for a robot vacuum where you have to put in minimal to no effort. And also I'll mention, don't forget about Fall Prime where you can get better deals on some of these. Anyway, thank you so much for spending this little bit of time with me, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye!